This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Of course. So Philadelphia will get the first. Outside Harden. Pass to Dozier. Here's Harden. Back to Smith. From deep. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. And both of these teams accustomed to winning the battle of the boards. Grant, when you think of ferocious rebounders from your era, who comes to mind?
Oh, wow. I think of Dennis Rodman, Kevin Garnett, Dwight Howard, three of the best all time.
Harden with it. Checked by Gordon. Pass to Smith. Kicks it out to Isaac. Thibault on the wing. Harden with it. To the inside. Here's Isaac. Smith outside. The three is up. Another three for Philadelphia.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Here's Murray. Out of bounds. It'll be Sixers ball. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And as a leader, Murray is vocal. Talks to his teammates up and down the floor, and he pushes everyone, and they tend to follow.
Once again, give it up for your Sixer dancer.
Now Harden. So versatile. Oh my! Throw it down!
There are very few any better than Harden at the and one. He's an expert. He looks for the contact, initiates it, gets it, and still finishes. You can't be too physical with him.
Now here's Murray. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. For the finish! And the dunk by Isaac.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Quick reaction that time by Jokic. Very impressive. Good at rolling to the right spot after setting the screen and doing it quickly.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
Denver ball.
To the paint. Outside for Porter. Pass to Gordon. And rejected. They recover it. And Jokic throws it down. The Sixers leading. Here's Dozier. Outside Harden. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. He'll go on Michael Porter.
Phenomenal body control from Harden. Superb at just knifing inside and forcing the defense to whack it. You know, Jokic was offered a multi-year deal for Europe back in 2015, but then had a horrible outing, and the team backed away from him.
Porter Jr.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And Barcelona's loss was Denver's gain when Jokic decided to join the NBA.
You know, it was a Slow start for Jokic, but eventually he showed his unique talent as he got more playing time. In the end, he made the all-rookie first team, and from there, it's been all NBA level performances.
Right now, they're losing ground. I mean, switch things up a bit. Maybe hit the offensive boards a little harder.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back, I understand that, but you should send at least one guy after that.
Knocks it down from distance.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now here's Harden. He's got 9. That shot wide open. He's got 6.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might...
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And it's Harden with the big finish.
Oh, man, you want to talk about taking flight? That's exactly what he did, making it look effortless.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. The Sixers on top. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Their frenetic defense has been impressive, putting ball handlers on the defensive and turning them over as well.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now Philadelphia with it. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Cleveland, where they'll face the Cavaliers. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jonathan Isaac making his return from that knee injury he suffered in the bubble. Through the grueling rehab, he kept hope, kept the faith, and kept working to come back strong. He said it revealed another level of grit and grind inside of him. And guys, he's determined to come back better than ever.
That's his second personal foul.
And Grant, your dad played pro football. You think that players who grew up around pro sports have an advantage?
Yes, B.A. Obviously, being around a professional athlete, understanding the dedication, the sacrifice, the work that goes into it, really, I think, helped me at an early age as I was developing in a different sport.
Here's Cousins. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Over Morris. Again, Philadelphia.
You know, whenever James Harden steps onto the courts, you're almost expecting him to go off. He's got a great reputation that's well earned in this league as an elite scorer.
Well, the NBA has said we're in a transformational period. We have to earn viewers. Clark, moves like the play-in tournament looking to attract those viewers.
Well, you know what, B.A.? I like the initiative the NBA has taken there. clearly you have to continue to create and innovate and adapt as a league. I think it's smart to try new things, and I think the play-in tournament added a level of excitement, not just with its newness, but with the competitive nature of those play-in games. So I think it's something that may find its way as part of the regular calendar going forward.
Substitution for your 76ers. Jonathan Isaac.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second.
Kevin Porter.
And he drives in. That shot off the mark. And the Nuggets going the other way now. Over to the wing. Here's Cousins. Oh, and Jackson with the block. From the low block. Outside Porter. 5 to shoot. And another miss by Philadelphia. Tipped. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Porter.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Cousins down low. Lays it up and banks it in. Cousins has got 4 points this quarter.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
To the left wing. It's stolen by Thibault. Here's Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
And, you know, Isaac is a high percentage shooter. Takes good shots and makes a good percentage of them. And he's very skilled at getting position to throw it down on you.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Morris outside. Down low. Najee. Out of bounds. It'll be Sixers ball.
Sixers ball. Into the Nuggets.
Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Thibault. Takes a three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. It's the second game of 3 on the road. A minute 35 left in the second quarter. Jokic gets the bucket. You know, one thing Porter's been working on, finishing off contact.
Yeah, defenders body him up whenever possible. He's young, so it's not easy to add a lot of muscle. But once he does, his game should reach another level at both ends of the floor.
Back to Porter. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
That's his first personal
And, you know, when you foul Porter Jr., you better foul him like you mean it.
At the line for the
It'll
Nuggets.
be an and one, just like it was there.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Well, you look at Barton's game, and you appreciate how all around it is. He can stretch the floor. He rebounds both ends of the floor, makes plays for others. He's an X-factor kind of guy for this team.
A minute 6 left in the first half. And then Harden with the jam.
Not many guys have a handle like James Harden. Exceptional at slicing up the
All
defense.
right, coming out to the court right now, it's your Sixers champion.
Boy, another thing you like about Barton, Clark, he seems to play with a chip on his shoulder.
Well, it's something, B.A. I mean, when you got a hunger that's born of wanting to prove yourself, that makes a difference at the highest level. He succeeded through hard work and persistence, and that's how he plays, and that's how he continues to contribute the way he does.
There's the triple. Thibault with the board.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
The three, Smith. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Now here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Tell you what, if Murray's on your team, you got to feel comfortable when he's working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing, all make him hard to guard. Boy, the confidence of Harden, I love it. When it comes to dribbling the ball, he feels like he can go by anybody at any time.
Here's Jokic. James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Murray. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They led the game at one point by 20. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his third personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Harden. From deep. Wow! Now 10 for 10 after that one. He's on fire.
And Harden right there demonstrating why he's a top-tier scorer. Gets these long shots off quickly.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Sixers.
Philadelphia ball.
And here are the Sixers now. It's an 18-point lead. Isaac outside. Fires the three. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Isaac's got 7 points in the game.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of it.
Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Jokic. He hails from a small town in Serbia. Jokic played basketball, but also a number of other sports that he credits for his current skill set.
Yeah, he says water polo helped with the one-hand passes, and volleyball helped with the tip-ins. And the harness racing, well, who knows? But he was obsessed with it.
Pass to Barton. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. To the middle. From the elbow. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic.
Philadelphia ball.
Philadelphia calls timeout.
For the Sixers. All right, coming out to the court right now is your Sixers and Kings.
So both teams making some changes here. And here are the Sixers now. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Pass to Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
Boy, what a find. Harden's passing skill. Incredible. James did win an assist title, you know.
Morris right side. Cousins with it. From outside the arc. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
Philadelphia ball.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes. And they get it back. Outside Thibault. Back to Isaac. For three. The shot misses. Now Denver takes it the other way.
2 minutes remaining.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Najee. On target from range.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Harden into the lane. And Harden with the slam.
You know, Harden is so hard to deal with when he drives because you know he's looking to draw the foul, and trying to defend him without fouling is a tall task.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot. That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Nuggets call timeout. Allow and Trailblazers fans get a free T-shirt. Let's see it, fans.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And it's Morris penetrating. Up and over Porter. Morris can't hit.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Jackson can't get it to go. Pass to Najee. From deep three-point range. And that comes off the assist by Morris. 6 points for him.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Here's Porter. There's the drive. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Morris. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. And the ball out of play. The Sixers will have it.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
Make some noise, everybody.
.32 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Here's Cousins. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Tries again. Cousins can't hit.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
And so it's Philadelphia ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Time called here. The 76ers decide to talk it over. Well, back in 2017, the league adjusted the odds to the lottery. How do you like the change?
I really love it. I mean, instead of drawing the top three, it's now the top four, adding to the randomness and giving another team a chance to be in that mix for the top pick. Evening out the odds has produced some shockers, too. New Orleans getting Zion was one of them.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Barton with a steal. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And Harden with the slam.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Murray, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
But that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
Back to Isaac. Three-pointer. Barton pulls it in. So it's Denver now. Jokic the screen. Here's Murray. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And it's Harden penetrating. Here's Thibault. Knocks down the triple.
Over the last few years, I think Harden has fine-tuned his playmaking skills. A threat for double-digit assists every night. Outside Murray. Here's Gordon.
And Gordon with the big finish.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Harden from outside. Another three for Philadelphia.
There are very few that drop long-range bombs better than James Harden. I mean, he's automatic from out there, off the dribble or catch.
Outside Porter. Back to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three. The shot off that time. And here are the 76ers. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Pass to Harden. The NBA has a major presence in Africa now, and you were a big part of making that happen, Grant.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. And to work with the NBA and strategic investors over on the continent in Africa, it's not just a great investment, but you're also doing the right thing, spreading the game, sharing the game, and giving people on the continent the joy that basketball brings to everyone.
This is one of those nights where Murray was just determined to take over, and he's carried through with that determination.
Inside, Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And here's Murray. Throws it up high.
Aaron Gordon.
And Gordon with the big finish.
Jamal Murray.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Deflects the pass. And stolen by Jokic.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the 76ers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And this is a nice win because facing a non-conference opponent, there's always some uncertainty. But they played their own game and dictated the action. Now they just need one more win to sweep the season series against Denver.
And what a huge performance it was for James Harden.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Harden fires away from outside. The Sixers with another miss. Outside Porter. Here's Jokic. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
Philadelphia ball.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your...
Hop up in the function just to get it started. Keep making this music, don't care these records charting. I'm just living for the village, I'm up in no father. Put on for the ones I call mom and call father. Pray I find a good woman to give me a daughter. Karate chop it if it's fake though, sayonara. These the thoughts of an elevated gentleman. With the way, I lend these helping hands. Keep grinding till I touch a whole acreage of land. It's for them real soldiers, they gon' do the most. Grinding from the corner till we coast to coast. Let's have a real boss meet up, yeah, let's have a toast. And then get back to grinding, yeah. I'm on the island and I'm smiling cause it's all okay. Filled up the duffels, yeah, we did it and we made the play. I ain't begging for their pity, I don't need no raise. Listen, hustlers holiday. Where my real go get it? That probably tucked off somewhere.